Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for 23 ABC News at 5. I'm Josh Sanders. Jessica Harrington has the night off. Tonight's top stories: several people have been cited by Bakersfield police after a street racing operation. We'll tell you about the enforcement and what locals are saying about the issues surrounding the illegal races. Plus, several storms are causing headaches for holiday travelers from coast to coast. Details on the travel issues putting the Grinch into people's plans. 23 ABC News at 5 starts right now.
Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 5 starts now.
The Bakersfield Police Department says it's cracking down on illegal street racing, citing 3 people for reckless driving and impounding their vehicles over the weekend. 23 ABC's Bayan Wang spoke with officials to learn more about their efforts. He joins us now live in studio. Bayan?
And yeah, Josh, the first thing they told me was that their efforts have been ongoing for over a decade now. Street racing really becoming and developing into a problem here in Kern County, especially in Bakersfield. On Saturday, a team of about 12 Bakersfield police officers targeted a shopping center that's been very popular in South Bakersfield for this kind of reckless driving activity. Burnouts in the parking lot, donuts in the parking lot. Employees actually, they're so familiar with these groups that come there that they know their schedule on the weekends, the exact time that they go there. Officials, again, trying to mitigate a lot of this reckless activity. Take a look.
Yeah, it's just a thrill, having a good time with your friends and hanging out, that's just the thrill, being young and dumb.
Officials say it's a game of cat and mouse.
As soon as we chase the problem from a certain parking lot, it shows up in a different parking lot.
Large groups gather each week in various Bakersfield shopping centers, showing off their cars, doing burnouts and donuts in the parking lot. Many times the activity turns into full-on street races, according to the Bakersfield Police Department.
This has been something we've been dealing with for a decade plus, from shopping center to shopping center.
One of those shopping centers is off of White Lane in South Bakersfield, the mecca of where cars congregate together and drive recklessly. The parking lot etched with tire marks from apparent burnouts. The activity is so frequent there that employees even know the times that these groups arrive on Saturdays.
From 9 to 11 o'clock, it gets really busy. And then the burnouts, a lot of smoke.
A team of about 12 Bakersfield police officers targeted the group at the shopping center Saturday.
The officers came there knowing that this is a frequent place where people gather, kind of set up in the area to make sure groups are going in. As soon as they start to observe reckless driving, they made contact with that driver.
Officials said while that was happening, the group started to disperse. A second driver allegedly fleeing from the group was cited for reckless driving and had his vehicle impounded. Police then followed the rest of the group to a shopping center across the street from the Valley Plaza Mall, where a third driver was cited and had his vehicle impounded.
They're doing something that is completely negligent and is a bad decision away, or somebody else's actions away from a tragedy. You have somebody get killed over this.
And that's exactly what police are trying to avoid. A tragedy, people being killed from reckless driving. So they wanted to make it clear that Saturday was not, the one time in the year that they enforce something like this. They're doing it every single weekend. And they are also asking for the community's help. If anybody sees reckless driving, whether it's in a parking lot or in the lane right next to you, they want you to call their department at 661-327-6111. For now, live in studio, Bayan Wang, 23 ABC, connecting you.
This operation coming after City Council prepares to address illegal street racing with a forum. During a City Council meeting, Councilmember Chris Parlare directed the Bakersfield Police Department to hold a forum to hear solutions surrounding the illegal racing. Following the deadly crash last month on Old River Road and Ming Avenue, the city's meeting has not yet been scheduled. 2 people were arrested during a DUI checkpoint in Southwest Bakersfield for suspicion of being under the influence, and another was arrested for a warrant. According to police, 828 drivers were screened. The 2 drivers were arrested for DUI at a checkpoint on Ming Avenue near South H Street. 27 additional drivers were cited for license violations, and 1 person was arrested for felony warrants. You can help keep the roadways safe by calling 911 if you suspect someone of driving under the influence. As millions head out for the holidays, storms are causing travel headaches from coast to coast. ABC's Trevor Alt is in New York with more on the holiday travel troubles.
Across America, travelers taking off for the holidays are running into treacherous conditions. In South Florida, severe rain and flash flooding forcing Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport to close Monday morning.
It's a busy time for us, and unfortunately with the rains overnight, and the delays that we're now experiencing, it's even a busier time.
Outside, a line of cars wading through the rising water, some drivers even abandoning their vehicles. And flooding also slowing down travelers on the West Coast, creating scenes like this one in Kent, Washington. In Virginia, heavy fog and icy roads leading to this massive 69-car pileup.
Car behind us going 70 miles per hour slammed into us and pushed us into the other vehicles and pinned us.
More than 50 people injured, 2 critically. Other drivers waiting on the hoods of their vehicles, some of them for hours, until tow trucks could clear the way. In New York, a sudden thaw sending chunks of ice falling from skyscrapers above.
Watch out, watch out!
Police closing off an area typically swarming with tourists and holiday shoppers.
It sounded like a fender bender, 2 cars crashing. And when I looked, you saw shattered ice on the floor and the hood of the car was dented.
All of this unfolding as the major travel rush gets underway, with the busiest day still to come the day after Christmas. More than 100 million Americans will be driving to their holiday destinations through the end of the year.
Also causing a travel impact, an internet outage at Sacramento International Airport that lasted almost a full 24 hours. Now, it's since been restored, but it led to delays, cancellations, and a ripple effect across the country. Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
And many residents throughout Kern County spending part of their holidays cleaning up after strong winds ripped across the area this weekend. One of the biggest displays of damage was this large tree that toppled over in northwest Bakersfield. The base of the tree causing problems with underground gas, water, and electrical lines. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Now taking a look outside right now, we are dealing with scattered showers from one of those storm systems that we've been tracking. You can see right now massive amounts of rains really just covering the west coast as it pushes inland, and we're going to be tracking this as we go forward. But currently 51 degrees out there. You can see a big drop in temperature. This is a cold front, so a 12-degree difference from where we were yesterday. Right now, wind speeds out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. And you can see those wind speeds that we were dealing with over the weekend right now are dying down, and that's good news. We got about wind gusts in Tehachapi around 8 miles per hour. In Ridgecrest, still in those single digits as well, 5 miles per hour. So temperatures throughout the county, you can see in the valley floor mostly in those low 50s, upper 40s, 49 right now in Buttonwillow. But look, Fraser Park already 29 degrees, so we are cooling down. You can see those low 40s in the Kern River Valley as well. 37 in Tehachapi, and our Ridgecrest communities staying in those lower 40s right now. 43 degrees for Ridgecrest. We got that watches and warning, that winter weather advisory for the southern part of the county. That's going to extend until 10 p.m. tonight, and we're tracking another storm system that's yet going to bring us some more rain and possible snow over the Christmas holiday. I'll have details coming up. A Christmas miracle for a local family this afternoon as several local organizations came together to give one local veteran a new home. Robin Silva was in the Marine Corps 9 years ago, but ever since, she says she struggled to give her family a home. She most recently lived in a motel with her 3 young children. That's where many organizations, businesses, and local leaders come in. The Silva family received a new home, furniture, Christmas gifts, and a nice big Christmas tree. Silva was overcome with emotions as crews moved her in.
I'm just so worried about putting a roof over our head. And it's just like I'm always working like 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. Like we never have furniture. Thank you, baby.
That's beautiful. Those who helped out include the California Veterans Assistance Foundation, Kern County City Serve, Earners, Furniture City, the Mission at Kern County, and even Congressman Kevin McCarthy and his wife Judy, State Senator Shannon Grove, and our own Mayor Karen Go. 23 ABC's Austin Westfall spoke with the Silva family, and we'll have more on that story coming up at 6. Members of the community celebrated the start of Hanukkah last night with the annual public menorah lighting at the marketplace in southwest Bakersfield. The Light Up the Night event was hosted by Habab of Bakersfield. The celebration incorporated authentic food and treats, live music, and of course the dreidel man.
Just one little flame really
takes away the darkness, and that's when we all have the ability to do a little light in our lives, just like the flame in the menorah. And that little light, that little good that you do has the ability to light up the night, just like our menorah lights up the night tonight.
Hanukkah lasts for 8 days, and each night one lit candle is added to the menorah. Another one will be added this evening. An organization showing its giving spirit earlier today, holding its Christmas for Kids event in Bakersfield. 23 ABC spoke with Ashley Voorhees from Catholic Charities, and she says this is important to provide hope and joy for families in need.
Times are tough, and especially when, you're trying to pay rent or pay the utilities, and so things like Christmas gifts get left last. And so just so that children can be able to have a very Merry Christmas and have that opportunity.
The event offered the opportunity for struggling families to experience the joy of Christmas with hot chocolate and fun activities for the kids. Catholic Charities says more than 125 children received gifts today. Even Jolly St. Nick took time and stopped by. Catholic Charities says it was about giving back to families who can barely make it paycheck to paycheck, those who may have lost their home in a fire, those who are homeless, or those others that are dealing with hardships. The mission of Catholic Charities is to help provide families in need. Stay calm, because there is still plenty of time to check out the annual Holiday Lights show at the California Living Museum. It's the 17th. It's the 17th year of the event, which has been named as one of the top 10 light shows in the Western U.S. The lights will be displayed every night from 5:30 until 9 p.m. through January 4th, except for Christmas Day. The mission at Kern County is gearing up to give back to people in need with an annual community Christmas meal tomorrow. Each year, the mission serves hundreds of men, women, and children a traditional Christmas meal, and it continues this year. The mission says it will also give a special gift to each person who attends the annual event. The event is scheduled from tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Coming up next on 23 ABC News at 5 for the